What's up, guys? It's your girl Shelfies back with another video. If you are interested in doing your makeup in 5 minutes, as well as using affordable products to ensure that you're not spending a lot of coins, especially if you are new to doing makeup and you don't know what to do, what the steps are, this video is definitely for you. And if you end up loving this video as much as I love creating it for you, then I'm gonna need you to like this video, comment under this video, and most definitely subscribe to your girl's channel to help continue to grow this channel so I can continue making videos just like this one for you. So without no further ado, let's jump into the video. You gave me the kiss I like. Alright, first thing first, we are going to prime our face. Now, primer is efficient. It is one of the first steps that you do not want to skip when you are applying any type of makeup to your face, even if you're doing something very light. And today we're going to be doing something very light. Again, I'm not someone who likes to wear heavy makeup. I like for something subtle. I don't want for something to be so heavy caked up on my face because then I become very bothered. And so I like to keep my makeup very light, very fresh, very neutral, and very just a light face, so that way when I take my makeup off, you're not like, oh, jump scare. Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna go in with the Milk Primer. I love this primer because if you can see, this bad boy's done. I've been using this primer for years. Since I first got my hands on it, like probably 3-4 years ago, I fell in love with it and I've been repurchasing it ever since. And so that's what we stick with. We stick with what we know. We stick with what our skin like. That's one thing about skincare as well as makeup that I've learned. Stick to what your skin loves. Stick to what your skin likes. Now, I apply this all over my skin, but I majority first start with the area that I know I'm gonna be applying makeup to, even though we're gonna be going in lightly with powder all over our face. And this product is very sticky. That's why it's called Hydro Grip. Be left with this. Everyone does their makeup differently. I like to start with my eyebrows first because I just feel like get them done, get them out of the way is essential to my steps, because if I don't do them first, I will forget about them and walk out with a nice face, no eyebrows. Now I like to follow the shape of my eyebrow. I don't like to go extravagant and do something out of the natural state and natural shape that they're in. So I keep them how they are and I just fill in wherever is missing. And for whatever reason, the end of my eyebrows do not grow. So we just go in and add the ends and then trying to, you know, kind of like add a little bit of hump to it. So I'm using this Wet n Wild pencil in the color deep brown, medium brown, my apologies. And I sharpen my pencil and all I'm doing is legitly I'm going towards the bottom and just connecting where it needs to be connected, and then kind of just going lightly inside. And then in the bottom, I literally just go as close to the eyebrow as possible, maintaining the natural shape, and then just filling in the ends. And then same thing on the top. I maintain the natural shape and just fill in wherever there's a gap. And then go fill in the ends, and then we fill in the middle, and that's literally it. This is all I do. I don't try to go and do too much. I feel like if it's not broke, don't fix it. If you naturally have natural eyebrows and you just want to just make them pop out of your face, this is a great way to do so without doing too much. Or if you're one of the girls that get your eyebrows laminated or you have them tattooed, more power to you, girl, because you don't gotta do all this, okay? And then I go in with the spoolie part and I just brush them in to kind of give my eyebrow that natural ombre that naturally happens with your eyebrows. And then from there I brush the hair up, and that's it. That is it. Nothing more to it. This is it right here. Yeah, we're gonna then clean up the eyebrows a little bit. So I'm gonna go in with this flat brush here, and this flat brush is a brush that I got from Morphe. And then we're gonna go in with my favorite brand that you can find at CVS, you can find at Walgreens, including Ulta. It's the L'Oreal True Match, and I'm going in with the color N8. This is like my perfect concealer match. And all I'm gonna do is apply this to my bottom eyebrow here in the arch. Same thing on the other side. Just dab a little bit on there, and we're going to clean up the brow. So using the flat brush, I'm just using this to kind of follow the guide of my natural eyebrow.
Filled with gloom, you say you care, and I know you do, but this is from my experience.
And once we clean up the bottom, this is what they should look like. Now we're gonna move to the top. For the top, I'm gonna go in with the color of foundation that matches my face perfectly, and that will be the True Match by L'Oreal Paris in the color C8. This is like the perfect color for me, and I'm still using the flat brush that I have, and I'm just gonna apply this to the top of my eyebrow. And this color matches my face, so I don't mind that it's a lot. I purposely apply a lot so that way I can just blend it out. And again, all I'm doing is basically cleaning up and following the natural eyebrow shape, just to kind of like emphasize the eyebrows a little bit. And then whatever's left, I just brush up. And I don't know if you can see the difference. Okay. Now going in with a fluffy brush, all I'm doing is I'm just cleaning this up to kind of just blend everything out. Also getting rid of this harsh line that's like in the middle towards the bottom, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get as close as I can to the bottom. That way I can get rid of that harsh white line so it doesn't look like, oh, you definitely did your eyebrows. And then I just brush up towards the front to make it look natural. Eyebrow effect. And boom, there you have it. We are gonna go back in with the True Match L'Oreal Concealer, and we are going to apply. Now we're gonna go in with an oldie but a true product that you can get from any beauty supply store, I believe, till this day, but you can also get it on Amazon. It is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. If you are a true makeup girly, you know about this. This product used to be like 99 cents. I don't know how much it is now. I forgot how much I got this for. And I am going to apply this to where I'm gonna apply my concealer, as well as where I still have a little bit of hyperpigmentation, which is the bottom of my face and mustache area. Okay, this looks like a lot, but trust me, we're gonna blend this in to perfection. Now I am gonna go in with my concealer from earlier, and we're gonna dab that to mix this in together. The bottom of our eyes here, under our eye. Okay, just this much, not too much. We rather add little to build it up than add too much where we can't build it up. So we're gonna use a flat concealer brush. Okay, now I've had this for ages, so I don't even want to tell you how long. So you're not even gonna find this, but any flat concealer brush will do. And we're just gonna go in and we're just gonna do tapping method under our eye, avoiding if you look under your eyes, you'll see a line down here. Avoid putting any type of concealer or anything under there, because that will be the first area that creases when you are when your makeup starts to set, okay? So you want to avoid that as much as possible. So try to apply the concealer as close to it as you can without applying directly on top. And again, we're using a tapping method. This tapping method helps penetrate the product into your skin, versus when you use the wiping method, it just wipes away the makeup, so it serves no purpose. So again, we're gonna tap, avoiding that line that's directly under our eyes. We're tapping, tapping, but still making sure we get as close to it as possible. Tap. And then I go in the corner of my nose, whatever's left on the brush, I just apply it to the rest of my nose. And then, right? For the bottom of my face, I'm gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna dip into that foundation, which is the True Match from earlier. We're gonna dip into here, and which is a C8. And this is what I'm gonna use for the bottom of my face to blend this out, okay? And with this one, I'm tapping as well as wiping. That way I can bring the product where I want it to go. So I want it to mostly go only on the bottom half of my face, because that's where my face tends to like get a little darker because of hyperpigmentation, and this product blends well with the rest of my face. Okay, whatever's left on the brush or on the concealer brush, and I just kind of just bring it everywhere else. I just wipe upwards. Okay, so we're left with this. With a clean beauty blender, we are going to then, this is still soaked because I just washed it. We're just gonna just pat this into the skin. Okay, then we're gonna go in with our Laura Mercier translucent powder. Dab, and then blow away the excess of dust so it doesn't fall everywhere, so you can be able to control the product. From there, I'm just gonna apply this exactly where I applied my concealer, as well as over my nose, because my nose tends to get very oily and shiny, and this is gonna control that oil and that shine. And I just take it up the cheek. You see that? Same thing on the other side. And then for my smile lines, I make a blowfish face. Right? Bingo. Next, we are going to apply some contour to kind of just chisel out the cheeks and just bring some more brown and bronzer to the face to make us look like we're sun-kissed. And so I'm gonna go in with the Juvia's Place Deep Brown Bronzer, and it comes with 2 deep color bronzers right here. And so I am using this angle brush. This is also from Morphe. I am using this angle brush. I hope they still have it. And I'm dipping in both of the palettes here and dust off the excess, and I'm going to fizzle up. Okay, so we're gonna same thing on the other side, and we're going to just apply whatever's left to the forehead as well as the bottom of our face. Okay, next we are gonna go in with some blush. If you're not a blush girl, then you need to skip this step. This is not for you, but if you're someone who wants to just have a little bit of rosy cheeks, I believe rosy cheeks brings out our femininity. So that is why I love to apply blush to my skin. Even if I'm not wearing any, even if I don't do all this, I sometimes still go in with a little bit of blush to kind of add some rose to my cheeks a little bit. And so I'm gonna go in with this Glow Pro palette. I know you're not gonna be able to find this because I've had this for like 10 years. That sounds so terrible. So I'm dipping into the pinkiest shades, both of these. And so we're just dabbing in here and dusting off the excess. And we're just gonna apply it to our cheeks. Now, if you're not someone who loves blush, don't apply as much. But I love blush, so that's why I apply so much. And plus, we're gonna take it down when we do our next step here. This will be the last step for the face. We are gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty. Excuse the mess on here. I guess it got messy in my makeup bag, but this is the Pro Filter in the color 450. And this is my powder. This is a powdered foundation. However, I use this as like my last finisher step. And I go in with a powder brush, okay? Any powder brush will do. And we're just gonna dab in here. Now be careful because for me, this color is a little bit darker. I got this when I was obviously a little bit darker, but ever since I started really taking care of my skin, I have been, like my skin has been getting brighter. So this color became darker for me. So make sure you get a shade that matches you perfectly. It did match me perfectly, but not anymore. So I'm very careful with it because if I apply it directly where my concealer is, it's gonna make under my eyes dark. Like it's gonna make it like really brown. And so I start with the bottom of my face first and then work it up. And all I'm doing is tapping. I'm not wiping. I'm not wiping and I'm not sitting here like, all I'm doing is when you dab, you're pushing that product into your skin. Don't forget your neck, and then we work our way under the eye. And then the forehead, over the eye, over the eye.
She put it all on me. I couldn't fight that. She love when I but only when it's tied back. You know it's hard to get up out that I can sidetrack. Shake something, left, right, control it. You know who the part of your horny. Ride on it, green light me.
Okay, again, we're keeping this very simple, very subtle. So we're gonna go in with mascara. I found these two mascaras at TJ Maxx, so there is a high likely chance you may not find them. They're by a person named Ellen Tracy, and it comes in a duo where you have the volumizing as well as the lengthening. So I go in with the lengthening first, and when I tell you, look at my lashes right now. Take a good look at them because they're not gonna look the same after I apply this product. I wish there was like a store that sold these products. I'm pretty sure you probably can find it online, maybe Amazon. I haven't checked. If I find it on Amazon, I will link it in the description box so you guys can just click and go get it. And I look down at a mirror and I'm brushing up. That's how I do it. And when it comes to the corner, I angle my hand this way to just use the bottom part of the mascara one to really just brush these little end corners. And for the other end, I do the same thing, and then I just keep brushing. And this is just the first coat of me doing this. And this lasts all day long. Like, I've been using this mascara for the past like 6 times that I've done my makeup, and it has done its job. Okay. Okay. You see the difference? You see how like I just took it up a notch. Look at this eye, look at this eye. Yeah. Okay. That was just the first coat of just the lengthening one. And then so now we're gonna go in with the volumizing one. Same thing. The brush is a little bit different in this one. Same exact thing. We're gonna look down, and it dries pretty quickly. And there you have the mascara revealed. When I tell you, I'm like, I had lashes all this time, girl. All right, so last step is our lips. Again, I like to keep it very simple, so I'm not gonna go in with lipstick and lip liner. And if that's something you're into and you already found something that works for you, and so with all due respect, do what works for you. If you like it, I love it. But for me, I just love a nice little lip gel. I used to be obsessed with lipsticks, and then I'm just like, So these little lip gels that I got from TJ Maxx works perfectly fine for me. So I stick to them. Stick to what works for you. To just keep our lips nice and hydrated. And then from there, the look is done, guys. Let me go fix my hair, and then we're gonna come back to give you the final like